What's going on? We back. Part 5.
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas.
Let's get it.
It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Bernardo knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. And he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
So, I don't know what's up with the key, but I'm assuming that, like, that means we need to go with this route again.
Renato finally realized that Lapino was a traitor to the cause. And maybe Renato could use that somehow.
Oh, that's what the key's for. Renato could use that. Renato would be foolish to trust Lapino again. He should confront him, and better yet, find a way to use the traitor against his new master, the Emperor. Maybe Lapino could be a game changer after all. Interesting.
Renato couldn't quite put his paw on when he'd realized Lapino was working for the Empire. He'd never exactly seen Lapino sending coded messages to the palace, but he was sure. The rabbit had been on too many disastrous missions where he was the only survivor, or where he accidentally missed getting on the boat that went down to the abyss in flames. If Renato could prevent Lapino from getting back to the fleet with all the intelligence he'd probably gathered, it might be worth the trip.
Interesting, interesting.
How had they come to this? They'd been on so many adventures together. Lapino had talked Renato out of prison at least 4 times, and Renato had rescued Lapino from at least 2 lynch mobs.
Alright, I'm gonna keep the gems the same. It's a lot of ore. My stomach hurts. Really? Okay.
Ooh. I always felt that the rabbit resented him. Lapino was hilarious because he was so down on himself and everyone else. But behind the laughs, he wasn't a happy camper. Ooh, was this payback? Or did the Empire have his little white tail in a vice?
Oh shit. Fuck. Stomach hurts. Oh man.
Well, they really needed to redecorate anyway.
Oh man, I don't know what's going on with my stomach right now, but this not what's up. Really? What the hell? Whoa, what is going on with my stomach, man?
You didn't find those.
Okay, hold on. All right. Attack of the Bowels. Let's continue.
Every day.
I don't know what that was about, but my stomach was. It felt like a bunch of dudes was just brawling in my stomach. Like a fight from this game was going on in my damn stomach. Oh, dude, I couldn't. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all could see it in my face. Like, that shit was horrible. Literally. Oh my god. Once again, I apologize. I apologize. Big time. We got 2 points. Okay, I'm gonna increase my movement speed.
That could come in handy in a pinch.
That's my stamina. Sword energy, yeah, that's... Yeah, need that. Did I ever jump down here? I think I did. Remember.
People had laughed at the government workbench placement program, but
I went this way, right?
see the benefits everywhere.
Pretty sure I went that way. I wonder if he'll tell me. I'm pretty sure I went that way before. Did I go down here? I don't remember. Yes? Yep, I'm pretty sure I came down here in the last video. I wish there were ways for them to mark where you've been on these certain stages so that you don't end up repeating, because you can't go back in the same story, which kind of sucks.
Also made him a little nervous. Like a slide whose other end you couldn't see. Ravens were landing everywhere from dropships. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lupino first, the Rabbit would give the Empire all the intelligence he'd been stealing from the Rebellion, and they'd probably give him a medal. He'd have to be very careful about how he played Lupino. At the slightest hint of danger, the Mad Rabbit would take off like a rabbit.
I went this way before.
I wonder what happens if I go that way.
Let's go. Pretty sure I read that already. Woo! Wow.
Bloody and exhausted, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing shuffling his favorite deck. Now that he knew what the rabbit was, there were a few things about him that Renato didn't find so amusing anymore. You sent me an urgent message saying that you're in danger. Oh, I am. The ravens are coming. Now, I got a clever plan to kidnap Zenobia. Renato wanted to clap shackles on the rabbit and shout, "You're a traitor, and I'm not falling for it." But if there was one thing Renato was sure of, it was that the core of the Sky Ripper was dangerous mostly to its user. If he could put it in the Emperor's hands, old Isengrim III might blow himself and his fleet up with it. Yes, that was it.
Let's go with this one.
Renato felt like a real hero, brave and smart. He told the rabbit all about the Sky Ripper's God's Eye core. "I'll go get the core while you attack Zenobia," he told the rabbit. "But wait, I've an even better idea. I'll get the core and you attack Zenobia," said the rabbit. "Right, yeah, that is better," agreed Renato. Perfect. The traitor would make sure the Emperor got the core. Now Renato just needed the Emperor to use the core. If he could only get something that the Emperor wanted very badly. Zenobia. He could save her and bait the Emperor at the same time. Right. Now, all Renato had to do was fight his way through Zenobia's invading troops, sneak onto her ship and into her bedroom, and kidnap her without any of her dozens of guards alerting her. Then, he would rely on her love for him to convince her how evil her father was, so she'd run away with him instead of going back to her father.
Oh my God.
Himself up. It did sound a little risky. But Renato had a feeling it would work out somehow. It always did. This chest was filled with reprints of the entire Sandman series. Reprints? God, what was the point of collecting those? Ooh, and there was something else. It would be fun to try out that one. And here was a handy workbench.
I can upgrade both of them. Nice. I think I'm gonna wait though. So I don't even really use the magic in these swords like that. Except the healing. That's because it's healing.
Ooh, Renato loved to improve his gear. There was blood on this one.
Nice.
So it hadn't saved its owner.
Oh, damn it. I didn't mean to do that. I still can't believe, oh, that my stomach was acting up like that, dude. That was crazy. What is this? This is new.
Ha! Bet you never saw that coming.
Ooh. You can't see me.
Renato had once invested in a jewel store, but it lost money because someone kept robbing it. Twist, it was him.
Oh, that's where I'm supposed to go. That was a little bit much.
Renato was halfway to Zenobia's encampment when Lupino showed up. He was disheveled and distraught. They jumped us. I barely got away. Oh, they got the core. Oh, it was all going according to plan, thought Renato. Now he just needed Zenobia on his side. Yes, that was even better. The Iblis Stone. Zenobia could get it. And then the Emperor would have to pursue them. Wait. No. The gem would corrupt anyone. Even her. That's it, he thought. Even Lupino. Even though Lupino was already a traitor. It would turn him against his secret master, the Emperor. He would try to make himself Emperor. And the Emperor would have to defend himself with the core. Boom. He was a super genius. This is terrible, Renato told the rabbit. If only I had gone for the Iblis Stone. But now it's lost in enemy territory. He handed Lupino a map. It gives the bearer so much power. We can only hope the Emperor never finds it. What was that? Said Lupino. I think someone's following us. I didn't hear anything. Rabbit ears. You go on ahead. I'll check it out. And with that, Lupino hopped off with the map.
Wheedly little some bitch. Alright.
Sometimes, all you know is what you know. You know?
Okay.
Things didn't there.
I'm doing good on health. Dear letter, you are locked in your chambers, ready to spend your last night before, wait. Well, you know, I will not apologize. I know you are too proud to forgive me. I also know you won't resist reading through. You are a cat as much as I have tried to educate you like a proper toad. I swear to you, and you have to believe me, that I did not plan all this when I adopted you. You have always been my special little kitten. That is why I'm writing this now, weeks in advance. I know I will not have the heart to do it in the night of the sacrifice. If I think of you as my daughter, then I may change my mind. You must think I am selfish. Yes, I am selfish. Sad little toad is afraid to die. But what I am doing will ultimately serve the greater good. I want the power. I want it all. So I'll keep my subjects content. Peace for eternity. Even if you hate me now, you can still respect that. You have to. It is the only way I can forgive myself for doing this to you. I will miss you for eternity. Tomorrow, try not to make a scene. Everyone will be watching. Still with love, Father. That's some retarded shit right there.
Not everyone knew how to use magical gems. Of course.
Damn,
Not
I think
everyone
they're
had
all...
magical gem gauntlets like he did.
I think they're all level 3 now. All my gems. Ain't that some shit? Except for the energy on kill, but all the other ones are. So we got attack speed. What we got in here? Physical resistance, attack speed, shield breaker. Charge, what is this? Set to increase chance of rare loot by 3%. I mean, what is rare loot? I think I'm gonna change physical to elemental. And I'm gonna keep the other two in there.
Reynardo slinked through Zenobia's ship, making no sound at all. She was curled up on her bed. He'd forgotten how beautiful she was, how sleek, how soft. He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword. She was made of smoke, and he noticed he had a very solid blade to his throat. "Did you really think you could capture me?" Purred a familiar voice. "I just wanted to chat," said Reynardo. "Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you? He needs a sacrifice. Someone who truly loves him, to make a bargain with the lost gods." "That's a vicious lie. He wants to bring them back." That's crazy. Why would anyone... "They could make him immortal. An eater of souls." And with that, her eyes widened. She understood. Reynardo told her how he had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred. How he had slept in a burnt village. At midnight, the Emperor's victims had come to him in his dreams to tell him of the hideous eldritch rituals they'd been sacrificed in. He could still see those kittens and puppies. Their wide, sad eyes, their moist noses. "You can't prove that." "I've got a witness at the observatory." He couldn't tell her, not yet, why he was really here. He didn't want her to be anywhere near the fleet when her father blew himself and Lupino up. So he told her about how the Emperor's obscene rituals had raised ancient artifacts out of the land. How he'd followed the appalling trail of the hideous horrors His Majesty had perpetrated for the sake of his own immortality. Any of this ring a bell? He said. He told me it was all lies. You've always known when I was lying. I always hated that about you, said Renato. The rebellion had started after atrocities that the Empire hushed up. Renato had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred for one book. He had slept in a burnt village. Dead kittens and puppies had come to tell him what the Emperor had done to them.
Okay, I think I need to go this way.
Renato had a lot of crafting materials. Now all he needed was a crafting bench.
Okay, yeah, now I'm seeing how this magic works. You gotta hold the button the whole time you're fighting. What is this? Yeah, that I'm definitely gonna have to use that when I get it up to level 3. Yeah, I read that one. I almost got a 60 hit combo this time.
Who leaves these chests everywhere? Wondered Renato. I should send him a thank you note. Don't you think I'd know if my father started practicing black magic? Why? Would you join in? No! I'd destroy his books and I'd... Oh, God. Okay, you're not completely wrong. They've resurrected one of his victims. Well, look, I mean, look, it's not exactly alive, but it can talk. A true witness, she said.
So this is looking like it's the right path. I guess that's what that key was for. I guess once you unlock all 4 truths, that's when you can find the right path that's going to lead to him not dying.
Where was a workbench when you needed one? Oh, never mind.
I think I'll upgrade this one. Yeah, the ice is pretty smooth.
It was a bit windy up here.
Oh shit. I fucked up. I really fucked up. Okay, yeah, I've never messed up this bad. Oh my god. Why am I so trash? Wow.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The Ravens had taken special care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders. Zenobia stared at the carnage. He didn't want me to hear the witness, did he? I guess not. What's your plan? She asked. So, Renato explained his brilliant gambit. Sending Lapino to get the Iblis Stone, become super powerful and corrupted, provoke the Emperor into using the core against him, thus blowing up both of them, and hopefully the fleet too. Let me visit your council, she said, shaken. I want to help. Could he really trust her?
Okay, we definitely know where this leads.
He'd done it. He'd made Zenobia see how evil her father really was. He wished she didn't feel this urge to join in the rebellion. After all, he'd taken care of the Emperor, right? Yeah, but she'd always been conscientious like that. She told him she had to go somewhere first. So Renato gave her the location of the secret base, and they agreed to meet in the ruins. He had a very good feeling about this.
Okay, what the hell? That doesn't seem right. Where's she going? Why are they switching? They switching some shit up here. This is going to end up
going off to do.
right.
What was more important than meeting the rebel council? Had he made a mistake, sending her to the ruins? No. He knew they could trust each other. He could trust her because she never broke her word. she could trust him because she could see right through him. Well, she'd probably be there well before him. She at least didn't have to fight her way through rainstorms of ravens.
Hold up. Where's that going? Okay, wait a minute. Need to make sure I'm accessing all areas. Yeah, see?
He missed her. Not Zenobia. Hypatia, the kid's mother. Renato had never thought he'd date a librarian. He'd always figured himself for the barmaid type. But then, he'd never figured the library of Ubar would have comic books, or that Hypatia would know anything about them. He missed her. Hey! I got his friend as a swan. Can you join up? He dyes his feathers. Truth was, Renato really liked the sound his sword made in the air. This was way better than being able to shrink down to the size of an ant. What was that all about, anyway? In this chest, there were woodcuts of amazingly beautiful vixens wearing no clothes at all. And something more useful.
Can I come back this way if I... Okay. See, I don't remember if I went through this door. I feel like I did, but...
there was a pleasant breeze coming through that door. Had it been closed before?
I guess that means that I did. Yes. They're just handing stuff over to me now. It's kind of crazy. Where does this go?
There was a sign. Take the goat across first.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm not been getting hit, so I'm just gonna change that to energy on kill. Fuck the resistance. We don't need it, cause they can't touch us. I ain't been hitting I don't know how long. We got this. Is that Lupino?
As he came around the bend, there was Lupino, unconscious on the side of the path. And Renata could smell a familiar, sweet, smoky scent. Who? Zenobia. It had to be. She never used a combat spell when she could use drowsy gas. That meant she had the Iblis Stone. What would it do to her? She hated her father now. She'd kill him for sure. The council wouldn't mind if she killed the Emperor, but murdering her father would destroy her. He had to get to whatever ledge she was on and talk her down from it. Really bring out your eyes.
Look at this. This is insane. Punish, terrorize, humiliate. The masses have been raising their fists, led by a handful of nobles with too much ambition. Is it envy? That the power that I seek is something they want for themselves? Are they just criminals who want to steal from us? There's but one punishment for such a crime: death. Make an example of the leaders. Execute anyone who dares following them. Or is it fear that the sacrifices I have been making would extend to them? Is it a war for survival? Show them the true meaning of fear. Strike them fast and strike them hard. Make them suffer. Burn everything they hold dear. Or is it pride? That the meaning of those sacrifices would forever escape their comprehension. They want inclusion. A say in my decisions. This arrogance cannot be allowed. Take those who surrender to the salt mine. Let their lungs fill with corrosive dust. Let them betray one another for scraps of food. Let their children watch as they fall into savagery. In the rebellion without mercy. Punish, terrorize, humiliate. Emperor Isingram III. War Manifesto. This dude's going ham. Really? I'm trying to smash some pots. Let me smash the pots. I'm not trying to read that shit. Really? Okay, I'm done. I don't even care. There's one more pot over there, but you know what? It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it when I got pots over here, son. Alright. Where's she at? Kinda sucks that there's really no more enemy types that I'm gonna be fighting. No boss battles. It makes the combat get kinda stale after a while. And it doesn't seem to be getting harder. It got to a cap. And I've like adapted to that cap, and it's all pretty easy now. Especially with all the skills and the sword upgrades and stuff. Get to a point where you're just a little too OP, and I don't even have like the most OP stuff.
One eye dead.
Like the freeze time thing. Oh, they got me. About to heal with my hero sword. That should have filled my health bar, but it did not.
The long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good.
Really?
The new pathway made Renato curious.
Yay! That attack speed though.
Everyone in the council chamber was dead.
What the fuck?
Zenobia stood shivering in the courtyard.
Wow, bro.
Why? He managed. They started arguing with me. I lost my temper and I wanted their blood. Not me. The stone did. Why did you take it from Lupino? I had a plan. You had a stupid plan, she said. I'm going to go kill my father now. No, you can't. You'll just take his place. You'll become worse than him. Get out of my way, or I'll kill you too.
What the hell? Oh, this route.
You won't kill me, he said. And I won't let you kill the Emperor. Enraged, she raised the sword. You hate him too? He could sense the Iblis stone, yearning for his death. But she didn't strike. If you kill him, he'll destroy you. I know you. Shut up! She shouted, her sword trembling. I won't lose you again. Not for anything. Get away from me, he said, and he was very close. I can't lose you again. And he was in reach of her sword now. I hate him! I hate you too! I love you, he said for the very first time. And then she was weeping. He was holding her. The sword had dropped from her hand. He glanced at the Ibla stone. It was no longer the black of the void. It looked like coal. No. It glowed, like a cinder. It was crackling, burning, crumbling into ashes. You've always loved me, haven't you? She said. She was weak. The stone had taken so much from her. Always, he said. She staggered as he helped her up. Let me take you away. Where? The island of Avalon. The sisters will heal you. He'll follow us. Then we need the Farfarer, the fastest ship in the Empire.
Interesting.
The Empire had seized his ship. They'd have to take it back. You never knew where the road would take you, thought Renato. And there it was, his beautiful skycraft, the Farfarer. They would fare very far indeed, beyond the Empire, beyond the reach of the Empire, to the mystical island of Avalon. He didn't know exactly where it was, but he knew he could find it. And they would find peace there. Second star on the right, and straight on till morning, laughed Zenobia. And they laughed together for the first time in a long time.
Oh man. Yes, I got my 60-hit combo. Let's go. Combo breaker. Let's go. Lit. Alright. That's all I needed, man. I think honestly, if this is like the ending, which I'm pretty sure it is, I'm actually probably gonna move. I think I'm gonna chill on this game for a while, because all the other stories gotta be just little secondary stories that don't lead to anything, at least I think. So if that's the case, look how OP I am, bro. Bro, this is crazy. They ain't even touch me. I'm pretty sure I died on this part a couple times.
A very clever engineer named Elon Muskrat got to start making floating platforms.
Elon Muskrat, get the... Oh my god, bro, this game. No! That was actually pretty dope. um, yeah, but if this is like the way to end it, I'm probably gonna stop playing this and play something else on my long list of PlayStation Plus free games that I've never touched. So we'll see. We'll see how this one ends. But it's looking like this is like the way you're supposed to go, like the perfect ending so far. Oh shit! Look at that! Back with the 60 hit boys. Woo! Oh, I got hit! I got... No! No! That wasn't supposed to happen, man! I was going so hard! That's stupid! That's... Oh my god! That's so dumb! They literally put like 3 of them in 3 different spots on the area I was in to fight. I couldn't do shit. Dude, that's stupid. It was gonna make me have to surrender my freaking combo, man. I was gonna have to go in a corner and sit and wait for them to explode. Then I would've lost my combo. That's stupid. Look at this, bro. 4 people back to back. Ice, ice, baby. Oh, they don't explode if you use ice. That's lit. Or the radius is a lot. Wow. It's a lot smaller when you use ice, I guess. Wow. Yo, this fight is getting crazy. What's up? Look at that, man. They're really trying to kill me, bro. Get out of here.
But they did not go unnoticed. Scout ships lifted off, and the long lance of the Imperial flagship. Bernardo turned downwind to gain speed. The Raven ships could pursue, but they couldn't close. The far speaker croaked, "You return her and live!" "Go sacrifice yourself," yelled Bernardo. "Then you won't have her either." On the flagship, the Emperor was readying some arcane weapon. It was
Yeah.
the core.
Forgot about that.
A devastating beam lanced out of the flagship. Bernardo zigzagged wildly to keep the Farfair out of it. Now the Raven scout ships were closing the distance, and the beam was getting closer too. Then came a blinding flash, and the air was searingly hot all around him. There was a thunderous, deafening roar. He could smell burnt oak and burnt feathers and burnt flesh. But when he could hear and see again, they were alive and unhurt. And they were alone in the sky. Zenobia embraced him. They had done it. Through luck and through love, they had won the war. "Avalon, here we come,"
Oh,
he said as he held
blew
her
up.
arms wide at the prow of the boat and let her feel its speed. "Maybe the real Avalon is wherever we're together," she said. And so, after
that
a
was...
bit of an argument,
Ugh.
Reynardo and Zenobia went to one of the two Avalones. The one shrouded in mists, or the one in their hearts. But which one they went to, I'll never tell. He'd done it. He'd forged his own destiny. Well, he hadn't actually done it. But he knew what he would do. Reynardo smiled at the book. He practically wanted to kiss it. The kid's sacrifice hadn't been in vain. He'd saved the book, and saved the world. Reynardo owed him and his mother so much. Reynardo lowered the mainsail, and let the Farfarer shoot forward in the breeze. Second star to the right, and straight on till morning. This time, he would win.
Credits rolling? Yeah, we got the credits and everything. Alright. That was it. Well then. I'd say that's a pretty perfect run though. I wonder how many people... Maybe it's... I mean, I don't know. It was easy. Maybe it's pretty normal for you to get the true ending on the first few tries. But I don't know. If I would have took like one or two paths a little bit differently, which a couple times there were times where I wanted to do something that I didn't do, and it's like if I would have done that, I probably would have got a different story. This is interesting. I'm gonna definitely come back to this game and play around with some of these other stories to see what they're looking like, or I don't know, maybe just watch a YouTube video of all of them. I don't know. I got a lot of games I gotta play on this PlayStation library I got here, man. It's a bunch. So I think that'll be it for stories, The Path of Destinies. It was a very, very enjoyable ride though. This game is great. It's awesome. It's dope. It's such a tiny game. It's like 2 point something gigs, but had a great time playing it. The whole storytelling aspect, you got a narrator who's playing all the voices. It's like you're reading an audio, listening to an audio book or something, but you're playing it at the same time. This is really dope. Definitely different. I've never played a game quite like that before, where it feels like you're playing literature. That's what it felt like. But yeah, hope y'all had fun. Anybody who's watching, catch y'all on the next game. See you then. Back to the title screen and everything. Alright. Congratulations, hero path completed. Yeah, let's check this out real quick. Iblis Stone and Sky Ripper always active. Reward. Wait a minute, what? Hero path completed. So I got all 4 truths. Okay. Why can't you view the story? That's a whole story we did. Why can't I view the details on this one? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. What that reward said. I don't know what that reward thing meant. Said I don't know. But yeah, we'll come back to the game at another time, a later time, to play around with those other possibilities. I mean, there's what? I think 24 total. Hold on. I don't know, one. Yeah. So 24 different possible endings that end in death. And then you got the true hero path. Yeah, that's interesting, man. I wonder how many people got it on the first try, like blind as a bat, like I was going into this game. I didn't know shit about this game before I started playing it, but the first 4 story paths I went were the 4 that you needed to get this one. Hey. Okay, well, yeah, I think I'm done with stories for a while, so I will catch y'all on the next game.